I've had a lot of questions about the new Fire TV Stick 4K Select, and I'm just going to make a video now answering a lot of those questions, because I think a lot of people might find it useful. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. I know a lot of people who watch my videos like a dad joke as well, so there's a quick one here. What do you call a woman with one leg longer than the other? Eileen. Oh, for that note, don't forget, comment your dad jokes down below. Right, so one of the main questions I'm getting asked a lot is, can you install Downloader onto the new Fire TV Stick 4K Select? I could quickly just answer them, but I'm going to show them as well. If I go to search, by the way, this is the new Fire TV Stick Select. I'm going to search for the app, click on it. What you're going to see is that app's not available on the Select. It is available on the other Firestick versions though. And that's something worth noting. The Fire TV Stick 4K Select is using a different operating system, and it's also got a different Amazon App Store. So a lot of apps you might find on the other Firestick versions might not be available on the Select. Now, I did get a question about, does it have frame rate matching? Now, on other Firestick models, this is available. If I go across to Settings, Display and Sounds, and I go to Display, it does give me the option there for a match original frame rate. You can turn this on. Not something I really use, but some people might find that useful. A lot of people are saying they can't get a VPN on this one. So if I go to search once again, start typing that in, search it, what you're going to notice, at the time of making this video, VPNs aren't available on the Select. A lot of people were also asking about the dialogue boost feature. So if I go across to Settings once again, go to Display and Sounds, go to Audio. Once again, this is a feature that's available on other Firestick versions, but on the Select, you're going to see I don't get the option for the dialogue boost. What this does is it enhances the audio and brings up the vocals more than it does the background noise and all that sort of thing. It's quite a useful feature for a lot of people, but it doesn't seem to be there on this Select at the time of making this video. Now, when it comes to the App Store, once again, there were 3 apps in particular I saw mentioned quite a bit, and people asking if you can get them. One of those was DAZN. Doesn't say that, does it? It's DAZN. If I click on that, give it a couple of moments, you can see that app is available. Another one was UFC Fight Pass, so I'm just going to type that in quickly as well. Search for that. It might be region-based as well when it comes to the app stores, but as you can see, I don't find it on this one, which is UK. And then another one, it was Discovery Plus. I saw a few people mention this one, so I'm going to click on that and search it. Give it a couple of moments, and as you can see, Discovery Plus is there. And do know, the longer that this Fire Stick is out, I'm guessing the more apps that will get added to this app store. Now, one of the main things with this new Fire TV Stick 4K Select, I'm still getting asked it a lot, is can you sideload apps onto it? So if I go across to Settings on the far right-hand side, I'm going to go down to My Fire TV. What you will see is, I can't say that. I have got the option for developer options, but if I click on it, I only get the deep sleep. There's no option to install from unknown sources. Not only that, with the Select version running Amazon's own operating system, Vega OS, APKs or Android apps won't work on it either, so no side loading on this Fire Stick. At the moment, some people might find a way around it, but if you're looking to side load, I wouldn't recommend you get the Select. Can you get IPA to VIT on it? I don't want to say it properly because, as you know, we call it IPA to VIT now. Then YouTube don't like it when I say it normally. But if I search it quickly, I'm not going to search for anything in particular. I'm just going to search that. What you will see is you might get a few random apps in there, but the more popular ones, there's no apps available for that on here. In fact, I don't think Smarters is available on any of the Fire Sticks in the Amazon App Store anyway, but because you can't side load onto it, that might be an issue for a lot of people. Something else I saw quite a few people asking is, does it have the ambient mode? Now, if I long hold the home button, you can see you've got ambient experience. All this is a different kind of screensaver. It's a bit more glorified, you could have some motion stuff and that. Some people like it is a different kind of screensaver. It does have ambient experience on the Select version. And I was also getting asked a lot, will this new Vega OS, or this new operating system, be coming to older Firesticks or other Firestick models. Now do note the Fire TV Stick 4K Select is running on Vega OS, which is Amazon's own operating system, whereas all the other Firesticks currently are running on Fire OS, and Android apps and APKs work on there. You can sideload to them. If anything changes, I will let you know, but at the time of making this video, the only Firestick you can't sideload apps onto is the Fire TV Stick 4K Select. In my opinion, if you were looking at getting a Firestick, I'd say get the Fire TV Stick 4K, might be called the 4K Plus for some people, or the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. If you're not bothered about 4K, there's also the If you're not bothered about 4K, there's also the HD version as well, which is just like a Firestick Lite. But a lot of people might see the 4K Select as being the cheapest 4K Firestick, but you are losing a few features, some of those being main features for a lot of the Firestick users. And when it comes to older Firesticks and Firesticks that you already own, Amazon have said they're going to continue updating those running Fire OS, and they've also said they're looking to release devices in the future which are Android based. So that's a bit of good news if you are somebody that already owns a Firestick. And there were people asking, does the Fire TV Stick 4K Select have Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision? And if I just put up this picture here, what you can see is there's no Dolby Vision on the 4K Select, and there's no Dolby Atmos audio, although it's got encoded audio with HDMI pass-through. If you look between the 4K Select and the HD version, they are very similar. But with the 4K Select being the newest device, I'm going to make a separate video on this comparing the Firesticks and stuff as well, but what you will see is it's also still running Wi-Fi 5, and it's only got 1GB of RAM. And there were a lot of people saying, why would you buy this? And don't get me wrong, some people, that'll do the job. You might only be official streaming, so it is the cheapest 4K version, so you might not want it to sideload, you might not want all the other features and stuff, so that might do the job if you're just using the likes of Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video and all that sort of thing. So do note that there is probably a place for it for some people, but for most Firestick users, it's probably going to be a no. Well, that were just a few questions I saw asked quite a lot about the Fire TV Stick 4K Select. I thought make a video, a lot of people might find it helpful if they're looking to buy one, looking to find out more about them. And also when it comes to the comparisons between the different Firesticks, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try covering them on a future video that's coming soon. But yeah, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I hope that video helped, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da!